નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Standard 8th, Subject Science, Chapter 11, Force and Pressure. So dear students, in the last video we have discussed what is force, and also forces are due to an interaction. Today we will see that exploring forces. Let us examine, let us investigate the forces. Say for example, this example we see, this is the example. Okay, this is the helmet or a heavy box, or you can say the cupboard, whatever you say. So this one. So one person is applying the force here. So this side. One person, he want to move this side. He applied the force, but it is not moved. But another person came and applied, say force 1 plus force 2. And now it starts to move here. Okay, the box moved here. Okay, the moved here. So means this we are saying resultant force. See, forces applied on the same direction to one another by adding together. So that is resultant force we are saying. And suppose, okay, this is the second example you see. And here the one person applied the force 100 Newton. You know that the Newton is the unit of the force. And here I applied the same, another person applied the same force, 100 Newton only applied. So what about the resultant force? So it is not moving anywhere. So it will be standing as it is. So in case, okay, now I will change here, forces I will change. In case here if I will do 15 Newton. See, in case if I will do 15 Newton. So what you will observe? So know that he is more applying the more force towards this side. So that is why the box move this side. Okay. So like this way, the resultant force we are seeing. So dear students, so now we'll see some of the explanation in the books to find the effect of the force on a stationary object. Okay, for example, this is the stationary object. Take a heavy box. Okay, this is the heavy box. Try to push it by yourself. Okay, you push yourself by yourself. And ask one or of your friends to help pushing the box in the same direction. Now push the box and ask your friend to push from the opposite direction. So what observation or observation what? So know that in the first case, it was difficult to push the box alone. So if the one person can't do it, if the heavy box is there. However, with the help of the friend or another person, it was easier to move the box in the same direction. So it was difficult to move the box when your friend applied force in the opposite direction also. See here, in the opposite direction also, if the one person is stronger and another person can't move it. So hence the box moved here, moving is the forces applied were in the opposite directions, and the resultant force was difference of the two forces. The resultant force was the difference of the two forces. Thus the box moved with a greater force. Okay, now to observe the effect of the force on the moving of the object. For example, you can take a rubber ball and place it on the table. So you can take the rubber ball and push the ball gently and observe the ball begin to move. Push the moving ball again. Place your palm in front of the moving ball and remove it. And what do you observe? The ball starts moving when it is pushed gently. When it is pushed again, the speed of the moving ball increases. When palm is placed in its path, the speeding of the moving ball decreases. So, the force can change the motion of the object and can even bring it into the rest. Can even bring it into the rest. So this is one observation. Another observation you see, to observe the effect of the applied force in one direction of the moving object. Okay, take a ball and push it gently and place a ruler in front of it of the moving ball. So, observe the moving ball changes its direction on coming in contact with the ruler. So here observation what? The direction of the moving ball changes on it coming in contact with the ruler. So conclusions will be force can change the direction of an object. Okay, got the idea, students? So these are the observations we have seen. So now what about this all? See what this says means here. So forces applied on an object in the same direction here additional. By adding, see here by adding one person, another person to another. Now, so if the two forces act in the opposite direction here, second cases of the object, the net force acting on it is the difference between the two forces. Here, by adding the forces, but here the difference between the two forces. So, we can learn that a force could be a larger or smaller than the other or equal to each other. See, so we can learn that a force could be a larger or smaller than the other or equal to each other. The strength of the force is usually expressed by its magnitude. The strength of the force usually by magnitude. Magnitude means value. Okay. So we have also to specify the direction in which a force acts, and also if the direction or the magnitude of the applied forces changes, its effects is also changes. So now the next one is a force can change the state of the motion. State of the motion. For example, here some of the examples we see day-to-day life. For example, take a rubber ball and place it on a level surface or such as a tabletop or a concrete floor. Now gently push the ball or the level surface. Yes, the ball begin to move. Now next your palm place in front of the ball. Remove your palm as the moving ball. So here the speed decreases. It stops. Okay, this observation. And another one you say, take another one while taking the player football, the player applies a force on the ball. The player is applying the force on the ball. Before being hit, the ball was at rest and so its speed was 0. The applied force makes the ball move towards the goal. Okay, suppose the goalkeeper gives or he makes a jumps, tries to apply a force on moving the ball. The force applied by him can stop or deflect the ball, saving a goal being scored. So if the goalkeeper succeeds in stopping the ball, its speed decreases to 0. So this observation suggests that a force applied on an object may change its speed. See, a force applied on an object may change its speed. If the force applied on the object is in the direction of its motion, the speed of the object is increases. If it is in the same direction, the speed is increases. If the force is applied in the direction opposite to the direction of the motion, then it results in the decrease in the speed of the objects. Okay, so this. Now let us consider some of the examples like in the game of volleyball players. Often push the ball to their teammates to make a winning move. Sometimes the ball is returning to the other side of the court by pushing or smashing it. So you know that in a cricket also, a batsman plays his or his shot by applying the force on the ball with the bat. So is there any change in the direction of the motion of the ball in these cases? Yes. In all these examples, the speed and the direction of the moving ball change due to the application of the force. So due to the applications of the force. So a change in either the speed of an object or its direction of motion or both, it is described as change in its state of motion. So this you are saying, change in its state of motion. Thus a force may bring a change in the state of the motion of the object. Okay, this. Now you know that other examples you see, force can change the shape of the object. Say for example, okay, this is, for example, I have used this one. So if I will force apply, so I can change the shape. Okay, see the shape now. See, like this is the shape like this. And now applying the force, what happens? So this becomes like this. And in the similar manner, so I will take this plastic. So this one, this is the bag, I will take like this. So if I will force apply this, so what will happen? So shape is changed. So like that, day-to-day example, many examples you can observe that. So many of the examples like this, for example, in the textbook example, I will say now, a lump of dough on a plate, a lump of a dough. You know that pressing a lump of a dough, on pressing that, it down with your palms. So lump of dough means, so you know that this is the, by adding the water, pressing it with water, at home, that wheat. Okay, so these are all wheat powders. So on applying, by adding the water, just you are crushing and pressing it down with your hands. And another one is spring. Okay, spring you are saying, it's a similar example I will show you. For example, this is like acting as a, see this, like this, and like acting as a spring. And other examples, see, spring fixed to the seat of bicycle also. When you will sit, it will go down. And a rubber band suspended from a book or the nail fixed on the walls. So this is also an example. Or a plastic or a metal scale placed between the two bricks. So these are all what? See, dear students, you know that a lump of a dough on a plate, pressing it down with your fingers. So what will be? Shape is changed. And another example is spring fixed to the seat of a bicycle. By sitting on that seat, so what will be happen? It is pressed. And you have, or another one more example, if we are sitting on the sofa also, so what will happen? It will go down. Another one is a rubber band suspended from a book or a hook fixed on this. By hanging its weight, so it pulls down. And a plastic or a metal scale placed between the two bricks. By putting a weight at the center of the scale, so what will happen? So these are all, you will observe that in all these cases. So you will observe, so what you have observed, that means here a force makes an object, may change its shape. So what this is? A force can change its shape. So make an object to move from the rest. So in this way, here you have observed that a force also can make a changing the shape of the object. Okay, got the idea, students? And remaining of the result of the forces, we'll go through the next video. Okay, students, so these are the examples, or these are the which one? These examples, go through this exploring forces and forces can change the shape of the object and forces can change the direction of the object. Okay, got the idea, students? So we'll meet in the next video. Till that, bye bye. Thank you for joining us.